Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy. If anybody is new and joining me here for the first time, thank you so much. My slogan's Believable Brown Beauty. That's the makeup I do on this channel, and I also do live Get Ready With Me's on Sunday mornings at 9:30 GMT. I will put my Instagram handle for you here. It is really fun. I really enjoy doing it. On to today's video. So, can you hear that? That would be silence apart from the washing machine. Hashtag real life, I'm washing the towels. But Amanda's not here, neither is my husband, so I have the whole flat to myself and I can film and concentrate and do this all in peace, which is really, really rare. So I'm looking forward to this video. We all know that winter is let's call it that, winter, because autumn is like a myth in London. Well, in general, it feels like it just goes from summer to winter with no bridge between. Like you're either in a strappy top and then you're in a North Face coat. There's no like middle ground. It's really cold today and I want to do makeup, so I'm going to stop talking and let's just get straight into it. Firstly, I'm going to start with skin, and I am using my Cosette S140 and my NARS Marquises foundation, Sheer Glow. And because I have this jumper on, I'm not going to be putting any makeup in the lower half of my face because it's just going to make my jumper gross. So I'm just going to really be concentrating my foundation on my cheeks today. And then as I get to the lower part of my face, I'm just really concentrating on blending it out so that you don't have like a demarcation line where there's foundation, then it's just my skin. Then I'm going to put my concealer on. It's my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, like always, in Amande. And I'm just going to tuck that in here. And here. Then, very NARS heavy intro to this tutorial. I'm taking my NARS Brow Perfector pencil in Lava. And I'm going to brush up Strugglina first. And then my good eyebrow next. And just gently fill them in. I asked on my, I think it was in my last video, I was mentioning like I often want to use palettes more than I use them, but I feel like people want to see new things or see me doing different things all the time. But the response from you guys was pretty cool actually, and you said you actually like seeing the palettes being used more than once, because that's generally how we use them at home. So I have 5 palettes here today. I kind of have a rough idea of what I want to do, but I'm not 100% sure, surprise surprise, so I have all my options here. I'll try not to use one eyeshadow from every palette because that could be a bit annoying, but see if we can come up with a fun, interesting look today. My brows are kind of heading back to feral brows, but not as feral as they were before. I kind of tidied them up a little bit. And just concentrating on filling in the really big gaps, but not all of them. So my brows are naturally quite gappy, so it looks odd when I don't have any gaps in them. Now that brows are on, I think concealer has had enough drying time, so I'm going to take a little blending brush here and just blend my concealer. Then, like always, go back to my foundation brush and just make sure that everything is really smooth. I really love this foundation. It's just always such a treat. I'm going to take my NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. I promise there are other products in this video. It's not sponsored by NARS at all. I just really like their makeup, and this is the dark one. I'm going to pop that all over my lid. And take another little brush and just buff this on. This is a Real Techniques Expert Concealer brush. And I'm going to use a little bit as a brow highlight as well. Now that the base is on, we can move on to other things. And I'm going to take this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Sapphire, which is a really beautiful blue, quite a deep blue. And I'm going to run that on my lower lash line, just here. I'm going to take a pencil brush and just smudge that in. Okay, so now that they're both on, I'm going to go into this Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. And people were asking me last week which was the colour that I had difficulty with blending, and it was this middle colour here. It was really beautiful when you just pressed it on and left it, but I found when I started to blend through the socket it went really dark and kind of patchy. It wasn't the greatest one to work with, but I really like this colour here next to it. It's a very purpley blue colour, and I don't think I've used it that much yet. I want to try it in a different place on my face, so I'm going to go back to that pencil brush and I'm going to take it on top of this pencil or caviar stick. Just making sure you can see, because I know sometimes I can tend to block the view. Oh yes, that's pretty. How nice is that? Oh, I love it. That's really pretty. And then I'm going to go to my Jackie Aina palette. And I'm going to take the colour Shookington, which is this really bright purple, shimmery. I haven't used that one yet. I'm going to use that for my inner corner highlight today. See how pretty that is? That's so nice. Oh, I love this. Lovely. I'm going to take my black pencil from Pat McGrath. This is the Permagel liner in Extreme Black, and just line my waterline in black hole pencil. Okay, so now that I've lined my waterline, I'm going to do a tiny bit just here on the corner. Just stamp that on first, and then take, oh no, let me use this brush, Louise Young LY16, and just pull this out a little bit. Like, I want a really soft suggestion of a liner, but I don't want it to be too sharp. And then I'm really like blending out the edge of that liner as well. Yeah. Whoo, yes. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I don't know why I always say that like I do something different, because that would be really, really odd. See? This makeup has really changed, because this isn't what I thought I was going to do today, but I really like how this is turning out. I'm taking my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate palette in Intensity 2, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that cream highlight just in the middle of my eyelids. Now, I will have to say that I don't, like, my eyelids are very well behaved, and this will stay, yeah, this will stay where I put it. If you find that doing this is not an option for you, you could probably just use a tiny bit of shadow instead to create that highlight in the middle, but I really like the way this cream highlight does it. I love it! Okay, next I'm going to move on to mascara. I'm going to finish off my eyes for once. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. You see, like, when I was thinking of today's makeup, I was telling myself I have to do something that comes out of my, like, that I'm not in my comfort zone. And this is a little bit different for the kind of makeup that I like to wear on myself all the time. I quite happily put this on someone else, but I just love, like, quite simple makeup really. And so I was like, well, how can I make it a bit more interesting? And the thing that I love about this particular makeup is quite easy to do. It's pretty much a liner and a bit of smudging, and that's it. But I love that the colours that I've picked are really, really good for brown eyes. They make brown eyes look very brown, so That's a win. I don't know when my camera stopped recording, so I'll just say this again. But in the winter, I really prefer using cooler toned highlighters. You won't really, well, yeah, you won't really see me use a gold in winter. I think those coloured highlights look better in summer. Yeah, beautiful. Then for blush, I am taking I'm taking Fenty Beauty Stunner Lip Paint in Uncuffed. Yes, I remembered the name. I'm just going to pop this on my cheek here. And I'm using the same brush that has the highlighter in it. It's a really sneaky way of getting a tiny bit of sheen into your blush without it going overboard. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, and so now for the final piece, it's the lips. I'm a little bit confused as to what to do for the lip. Let's see, let me give this a little bit of thought. See, I think something quite soft would be really pretty with this. Quite natural. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to have a little think. Give me 1 second, and by think I mean play. Okay, so I think I've got it. I think I've got it sorted. I am going to do this. I'm going to take Spunk lip pencil from NARS first as my base lip pencil and just outline my lips. And then press and roll. And then, oh, yeah, I'm going to take Unveil from Fenty. Press and roll again. Then I want to make it a little bit grayer, so I'm going to take Coffee pencil from that, which is an eye pencil. It's made it quite vampy, hasn't it? Do I like it though? I'm going to blend this edge out. I'm not sure about this. Let's just see. Okay. And then I think it needs something pink. No? No? Or something. I'm going to try, I'm trying everything. A tiny bit of buff lipstick. Yeah. Press and roll. This is from Illamasqua, sorry, buff lipstick from Illamasqua. All the products will be listed below. Listed below. Press and roll, yeah, we're getting there. And then I think the final thing, Bound or Beauty Pie? I think Bound. Bound Velvet Lip Glide from NARS. Yeah. Yes. And then I just want to accentuate this little shimmer situation we've got going on the lid. So I'm going to go back into Jackie's palette and I'm going to take Lituation, which is this colour up here, and I'm going to pop that just in the middle with a little fluffy brush. Okay, no, so now I'm doing it all over the whole lid. But it's just a really thin wash. Yeah, I think I prefer it. No, I don't think. I know. I prefer it with the shadow over the top. And luckily, because I didn't do too much cream underneath, it's really easy for me to work over the top of this. Yes, that's the win. Okay, now we can do the final thing, which is set. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? This is tricky today. It's tricky because I didn't do what I would normally do, but I think I got there in the end. I'm going to take my my dark mineralized skin finish from MAC and just use this to set underneath my eyes. Yep. Then I'm going to take my Cover FX matte setting powder in Deep and just use this for the sides of my nose and actually on the end of my nose, my 7 head, aka forehead, and a little bit on my chin. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Then I have this powder from NARS that I've never used before called Valley. It's a soft velvet pressed powder. And it's this colour here. And I'm thinking that could be quite nice as a contour cover. So let's give that a bash. Yeah. It's not too red, so it works really nice as a contour. Because your contour colours should not be warm. They should always veer on the grey side to mimic a natural shadow. So guys, there you have it. This is the final makeup look for today. Well, this was really pretty. I mean, not was, is, because it's still on my face, but I really like how this turned out. Sometimes when I sit down to film, like, I know exactly what I'm going to do, and then other days like today, I have a vague idea, but I don't know how I'm going to execute it. And it doesn't come together until I actually start working. And yeah, I'm surprised. I am surprised. I don't know why, because I know that it's always going to look nice, but there were a few ropey moments in this makeup and I was just like, well, not sure if this is going to work out. But the colours are really good for brown eyes. If you have brown eyes, like any blues, purples, plums, things like that will always look incredible on your eye colour. And I just like that the placement of it is a little bit unusual for me, to have like more of the emphasis on the lower eye than on the upper eye. I'm digging it. I like it. What else do I have to say? If you liked it, thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe. Please hit your notification bell and tell someone about my channel if you so wish. I think that's it. Oh, I've caught up with my comments and now I feel like a total boss. So yes, please feel free to leave me a comment. Yeah, I think that's it. Take care guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.